Okay, so this is, I can't remember which, I mean, it's probably about the 15th or 16th meeting. But this is our January meeting. And today we have two very interesting speakers. One who I've known about for a while and one who I've met very recently. But just to remind people of our objective, the club will facilitate, foster and support social intercourse and fellowship amongst its members. It will build a network of members and non-members that can work together to promote the economic development of the northern part. So our speakers today are two entrepreneurs, northern entrepreneurs. One, Yathusha, who came out of Yarl IT and Uki, and has set up an award-winning online shop where she sells palmyrah products. And the secret of selling palmyrah products, I think Yathusha would say more than me, but one of the secrets is to make sure that the quality is of international standard. Because there's a lot of handicrafts made in Sri Lanka which just do not match what comes from handicrafts in India or in the south. So Yathusha has, as I say, won a number of awards and has traveled overseas due to her shop. And we have S.Thavaseelan, known as Seelan, who I met very recently, but has been in Jaffna since 2016, I think, where he has set up a milk processing plant. And rather like Sugandhan and Janan, he doesn't actually produce milk. So he purchases the milk from local producers, but his strategy is changing now. So he'll tell you more about that. So again, something I remind every month is that the club is a catalyst. So what that means is that the club doesn't aim to set up any businesses. The club itself doesn't invest in any businesses. What the club does is it allows entrepreneurs and potential customers and potential investors to see each other and to connect directly. So the Jaffna Club isn't ever going to be an empire, but it will just help other people build their own empire. Our first meeting was in September 2020, and we've had a number of speakers, all of whom have invested their money, their time, their skills in the north. Some homegrown people who've never left Jaffna, some who have moved overseas for one reason or another, either due to the war or like me and my family long before the Civil War. So we moved in 1966. And our speakers for today, so we have Yathusha Kulenthiran, who will speak first about her palmyrah shop. And then we have Seelan, so S.Thavaseelan from the Mullai Industrial Group, who will speak second. So Yathusha, shall I give the screen to you?
Yes.
Yep, so if you give me one moment. I always forget how to do this, but...
Am I audible?
Yes, you should be able to take the screen now.
Okay. Yes, actually, I haven't prepared the presentation slide or something. I just share my story, and after that, yes, I will see my website and works.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, hello everyone. So, first of all, thank you for having me here, and especially thanks to Jagan sir for inviting me and for the nice introduction also. So, yes, finally, I'm Yathusha, and I was born and brought up in a small village in Killinochchi, and I founded a business that's called Olai. So I am the founder and managing director of Olai. It's an online platform for palmyrah products that connects the producers who made palmyrah products and with potential customers who are in the different places, even overseas also. So yes, so actually my entrepreneur and my story started from my childhood because that's a long, but I try to say in very quickly and shortly. So I had left my village as a little site and returned as a teenager because of the war. And after all, I completed my school education, and however, I was unable to enter the state universities, and also I couldn't afford to study in private campuses also. So I decided to learn something new and something based on my interest, and also with my brother's support, because I have been very interested in passion in IT related things and business also from my childhood. So uh, it was then my brother suggested me a golden opportunity to me in 2019 that's called Uki Coding School. So I joined the Uki Coding School, and Uki is the internet students who do not have access to universities, and if they are interested in IT or business related things, they can come and join with this accelerator program and uh, follow that. So that time I joined this program that's run by Yarl, and I follow the course. So that time it's during this period, the Uki Coding Accelerator program, I was required to do a project. So that time, uh, so on the project which required developing a software solution. So that time something clicked in my mind during this idea session period for the Uki project. So at that time something clicked in my mind, the tree palmyrah, because in the northern province, the skyline of the entire area is dotted with palmyrah trees. You can see everywhere. Yeah. So it's our landmark, and it served our lives also. So especially for me, because palmyrah gives me income to my family for survive. When I was hungry, it fed me food. When we did not have a comb in during the war, it lived to jail its proof. So above all, as every part of the tree can be used, it's called the tree of life. As known as Tamil, it's called Katpakataru. So the tree plays an important role in the daily activities of the communities in north of Sri Lanka. So most of my village folks, even my family and my relations, to do these things for their income and their personal needs. So that time, I noticed they are skillfully crafted these things, but they have not enough market, and they don't have an idea to export this product, and they don't have idea to showcase these products to the overseas market. So that time I create with my friend and my brother support, create a simple and very simple online platform, and I showcased this to the Uki team and Uki instructor and Yarl Cup team. So that time it was appreciated and welcomed by the panel, and then finally I launched as a into the startup. So finally, the reason I became an entrepreneur was become of my passion and needs of my community, and also people I met at the right time, the Uki and Yarl.shop team, and that I made at the decision that I made at the right time. So that's the reason I became a entrepreneur. So I launch and I running this business, but like any other entrepreneur, I also faced very very and many challenges and struggles during this starting period. So I'm trying to overcome them till now also. I'm trying to fix, and I'm trying to learn a lot of things. So considering the time, I would like to say the three main challenges which I have met. So first is knowledge, because when I was started this business, I asked 19-year-old girl after the school, I joined the Uki coding school, and I asked my next step is start a company. So in my mind, I ask so many questions to me also, to myself, how to start, how to making the right decision, how to handle the people who are doing these things. So that's so many questions I ask to myself for every night. So that time, so I was little feared, and I was thinking so much. So that's the one main problem. And second is the financial issues, because I don't have any big support system from my family and my relations also, and I have so many commitments at that time because of my family situation. So I have only one option. I need to complete Uki study, and I need to go somewhere to work in IT companies, and I need to take income, and I need to focus my commitment. So that's the things in my mind. So that's the second problem. So the financial and knowledge is the main problem. And third one, I struggle for the society's expectations, because here you can see, and you can anyone can explain here the society, because they 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 haven't much knowledge about the startup structure. So here in startup we have a two part, like success or failure. So that's a risk things here. And my family and my relation, also my society, they haven't much idea about this, and they expect more things to the like comfort zone things, like I need to go some work, and I need to come back evening to home, and so that's the thing they expect from me. So that's not work here, right? So in startup, we need to focus more things, we need to spend more time and more effort to here. So that's the main thing. I just thinking this struggle, and I haven't much idea to start this thing. So that time I uh, I finally I realized an entrepreneur is a person who breaks the challenge, who breaks the who breaks the struggle, who takes the risk. So that's the entrepreneur. So I asked realized that, and I decided to start this business. And I started this business, and I follow the so many things to handle these challenges. So within 2 years, and now it's been 2 years, I got so many opportunities to break these struggles, and it motivates me to do more and more. And I found a way to learn lot of things. Like I joined, I finding in social medias, I finding the people who have like-minded people who have this idea, who can guide me, who can motivate me to do this thing. So I open my LinkedIn page. I open my social media page. I write to reach more people who can handle these challenges, who can hide me. So this way I got so many things, like I apply and join so many accelerator programs from overseas and also local. I applied and I pitch my ideas to so many people. If they're interested, then I can explain more, and I can I can touch with them to learn more things. So I applied these accelerator programs. I followed and completed still 4 accelerator programs. It's 6 months, 4 months, so like that. So from that I learned everything from zero and apply everything in my business, and I can see what crowd, what the sector I need to take more effort. So I can realize that. And also I participate global and local competitions like hackathons and pitch my ideas. So that from that I got investors also from foreign and from local organization. So I got investors. So that's the thing fix my financial issues also. And also in startup, from my side, I realized the network is the best thing to do, to carry these ideas to overseas or to somewhere. So I met so many people. Still I here also I can see more people who can help me. So that's the thing I realized. I participate so many things, so many accelerator programs, so many competitions. So from that I got investment, I got contacts to increase my business network also. And finally, for the society expectation, society issue, so for them I applied for the awards and applied for the competition, and I got award, and I proved myself I can do these things. So that's the things. So now my parents and my relatives, they ask me so many questions, how to do this, how to do this. So I'm proud of myself. So that's the things I followed. So these are the things that I followed to handle these challenges. So, and also finally I'm ending my sharing with asking some requirements from you guys, like diasporas. So here in northern province and Sri Lanka, like me, so many youngsters have a super idea to start a business, to start their career, but they haven't got till now they haven't got the knowledge, like learning platform. So they have just idea, but they didn't start it. So if you can share your time and knowledge to them, so it would be great support and help to them to bring them to this industry. So that's the one requirements from my side. And another one is, if you are investor, so or if you are a mentor, business mentor, please share your time and please share your support to them, so then they can showcase like their passions to the world. So that's the my ending point. So finally, thank you so much for finding me and give the opportunity to speak here. So yes, thanks. Over to you. And if you have any questions or any any questions about my business or something, please ask me. I can happy to answer. And also, I am studying English to speak good way. So I'm sorry if anything, if you couldn't understand, I am sorry. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Yathusha. Your English is very good. Can I ask your English? Have you learned that after you left school, or when you were even at school, where you were already speaking?
Yes, during my school education, joined one of my childhood English teacher. So, but that time I haven't interest to do this, because if I speak in front of the people, they start to laugh. So that's the things I just a bit uncomfortable things for me. So after Uki is the one of the main platform. Today I speak English, because they offered me to do speech presentation and so many things in front of the people. And with my friends, I analyze how to speak, how to handle the things. Like till now, I handle my investor, I handle my customers. I haven't any team partner also. So I asked handle, if I haven't if I have any doubts about language or about business areas, I have a context to make uh, that's right or wrong. So yes, that's a plus point from the Yarl, from so many like accelerator programs from GLX, one of the recent accelerator program. I completed that. So I met so many any language uh, another language people, like Sinhalese and also foreigners, Germany's. So from that accelerator program, so I asked comfortable to speak English. And also I'm trying to make that better to speak from uh, speak to in front of the larger audience. So now I'm trying, but I haven't idea about the grammar things, like grammar things. I just follow to speak that. So I don't know. I don't know the grammar ways. So I just try to speak.
Is that
Yes.
can I? Is there any time constraint or?
No, no, carry on. We have, say, about 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then we're going to move on to the next speaker.
Yeah, quickly. I'm very impressed. Thank you, Jagan, for introducing her. I think this is one of the many success stories the diaspora Tamils have to learn, and then it inspires people to return, like Sugandhan and all. I have a couple of comments and suggestions to Yathusha. One is that before that, I have to introduce myself. My training is electronics engineering. I'm a graduate from London University. My work was mostly centered on product development and marketing, right? So the product design is something that inspired me. So I always subscribe to new product magazines. Whatever comes to market, it's like a man carrying a hammer looking for a nail. I would carry this new product magazine to use that in a product that I'm contemplating, right? So anyway, so what I see from your struggles is that you are multi-talented. Maybe you are spreading too thin on several areas. We might deplete the focus on the main thing that you are planning to do. An example, there was one engineer in England. I think he invented the first small laptop. Then when he became an entrepreneur, he wanted to build bigger and better computers. He failed miserably because his talent is in here, right? Not in the marketing or the design and other areas. So there are some areas that you can focus. You can identify your talents and focus on that. I know Google is something that it always distracts you. People like you are more educated by Google than, apart from Yuki, educated by Google, I can see. So it's very difficult to stay away from it. The second thing is that so I have two role models when it comes to marketing and business entrepreneurship. One is a guy named, everybody knows, a guy named Mustafa in Singapore. He has a very big conglomerate. The best way he handles the interracial animosity when it comes to growth, he always leave his import to Chinese businesses. He outsources them to Chinese businesses. So whenever his business goes down, that Chinese businesses will prop it up somehow, political influence and financial influence, everything, right? So that's one example that I've noticed that, we can apply in several areas. Second thing is our star, Sugandhan. When he was here in Toronto a month ago, I met him, and he said that one of the success for him is he only has his raw material toddy in Jaffna, and rest of the manufacturing tools and other things are in the south. So a Sinhalese guy wouldn't come and, okay, this is a Jaffna product, and he can't kind of object this, because the product is the product of whole Sri Lanka, right? So the encompassing methodology is something that's good for marketing, right? So in your products, I went through your website, and then it's very impressive, but I think there are some English like aesthetics part we have to improve. But other than that, it's very successful, very I think unique for Tamils. But in marketing side, we have to spread into the other this south of Sri Lanka as well. So one economist says that you have to have 250 million people to have a sustaining economy. We don't have 2.5 million either, right? So we have to rely on when it comes to success of marketing and selling, and diaspora is not the only one, but Sri Lanka, the whole Sri Lanka is that I think we have to focus on. That's my suggestion. Thank you very much, Jamie.
Jagan, can I just have one word? I won't take a lot of time. Is it okay, Jagan?
Yes, go ahead. Please.
Okay. Yathusha, very impressed. Okay, I represent the Women's Chamber of Industry and Commerce. We are Colombo based, but we do have women entrepreneurs from all over the country. I presume the number on your website is your phone number. I will contact you. I'm also a professional marketer, so I'll be able to help you with some of the basics on building a brand, how to kind of market your product, and what you need to do you've already got a business, but to fine tune it. What Sivatasan said was true. Your site can improve a little bit. It is nice, right? And let's look at making it more customer oriented, not trying to tell what we have, but try and identify what they need and then cater to that. So yeah. I'll get in touch with you on the phone separately because I don't want to take time on this chat.
Okay, no problem. Yes, I'm also doing as one of the thing, the customized design. If the customers want to change the color or change the size, or if they need or some other samples or also other designs based on their requirements, we do the things and to sell them. So that also we doing now. They can connect via they can WhatsApp me via the website. So they can upload their expectation photos or the sample photos, upload the website and start the set from email also.
Just one other question. What was your turnover last year, 2021?
Actually, it's for the 1 month, we are doing for the 1 to 2 lakhs, it's not a consistently work. Like we need to focus the market more, because the overseas countries we struggling to shipping the things, because palmyrah things for the handicrafts, for the all the handicrafts people, like bamboo, palmyrah things, and also they just they can ship for the volume based shipping rate. So because this is not take a much kilo, so that's the things I am struggling now to send the overseas countries, because after COVID it's too much rate for the shipping. So now I am finding the people who can resell this product from the overseas, like resellers. Then I can send bulk orders, and I can like a distributors. So I'm finding the way that way now, because I need to focus for the in sales, because we didn't make much money within 2 years. So I need to focus that, because uh, for the 2 years I just did the annual return, and for the accounting things now. So I am according to that accounting, I need to focus more the sales in sales part. So I need to help to sales uh, with like with distributors. So that's the things we can reduce the shipping cost, and also we can make sure to sell more products according to these 2 years sales.
Okay, can I? Sorry,
go
can I
ahead.
allow just 2 more questions, and then we'll move on to the next.
Okay, I'll be very short, Jagan. Yathusha, brilliant presentation, and your story is very inspiring. You have done an excellent job. Really, like, you told the story the way how you have experienced. That was the most important thing, and really, thank you. You did an excellent job. And I have taken part in Yarl IT and like all the mentorship program. I'm currently doing mentorship. You raised a very interesting thing during your experience and what you have gone through about the entrepreneurs in the North. Like, Yarl IT is helping, they have a program. How else can people like us give more support? Like, there is only one organization. We don't want to replicate that organization or do the same thing, but is there any other way? Like, how do we bring them together through like seminars or through your experience? What do you think is the best
Yes.
way?
Yeah, from my side, I didn't follow only Yarlaitica, because I follow so many accelerators from Western province, and from also even Germany also. So there is so much things I don't also know about in 2019. After this business, I realized I found out so many opportunities from Sri Lanka. There are so many things here, but youngsters don't know about that, because they didn't follow the right way to get these things, get this information. So there are the common things like ICTA, and also the another organizations also. They also have diasporas mentors, and also foreigners, like origin foreigners mentors also. So there are so many opportunities, but from the northern part, they didn't receive the much information about this thing. So that's the things here I noticed. And I also if I follow the accelerator, or if I follow the new things, I just post my social media, everything to reach the people who waiting for the opportunity. So you can directly met via LinkedIn, or because they post things if they have an idea, or if they have a idea session part, or if they running the business, or if they start in the initial stage, or if they're looking the investor, or if they're looking the mentors, they just post there. So
So what you're saying basically is we need to kind of have a place where these information are available for young entrepreneurs.
yes,
Like
and
that is
also
something.
from these this setup also that works. So I also another one I just sharing my knowledge from them. One of the student, they maintain the school students, and they spread these startups things, spread this knowledge from US and Canada people. They can meet students via Zoom, and they share their knowledge, and that's the thing. So my wish from the school, and from the primary school, they need to guide the career way. So because from here, parents and teachers, they just have a circle things, like, right, if I pass out the school, then I need to go university. So after that I need to go job, then after that I need to settle my life. So that's the circle they followed. Even teachers also, they didn't know what are the not everyone. So many teachers, they don't know, have an idea about the universities like degree courses. So that's the thing. So if you can set up organization to share the knowledge to parents, to teachers, to students from the school studies, so that's work here.
I have
Thank
one more
you,
question
and
quickly.
good luck.
Sorry.
Brilliant.
Quickly.
Can you make it very quick, please?
Okay, yeah. Yathusha, do you have any innovative products to cater for environmental sector? Like it's a huge market out in the world to supplement plastic products. Do you have any innovative products in your line?
I haven't, but my products like palmyrah products can use instead of polythenes and plastic things.
Yeah.
Because
I think Yathusha, you do these areca plates?
no.
You don't. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what I will do is I will circulate Yathusha's. Yathusha, may I give everybody your email address?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will send an email around with Yathusha and also Seelan's email address. So I think there's a lot more that, as a young entrepreneur, and a remarkable story here that we can learn from Yathusha. Now, for now, what I'd like to do is move on to Seelan. So Seelan, if you unmute. Now, would you like the screen?
No, that's fine. I can take it over. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you for Mr. Jagan to give this opportunity for me to present my presentation here. I'm Mr. Seelan. I was born in Kites. I started my school from Kites. Then I moved to Mullaitivu. So I continued my primary, secondary, and I went to Jaffna University. I finished my degree, BSc. Then my career started with the teaching in Mullaitivu for 4 years, and in Zambia, Africa, 4 years. Then I went to UK, and I was the seasonal lecturer for mathematics for 2 years. Then I went to in the business. I did my several business during my stay in UK for about 20 years anyway. Well, my family, I lost my father when I was 4 years. I lost my sister the same year. We end up, me and my mom in the family. This is how my life started. Then I got married. After married, I have 4 children. My elder one is working in Japan and South Korea, being a teacher.
Hi, Seelan. It looks like you've frozen. Seelan, what I suggest is if you turn off your video feed. I think Seelan's feed has got stuck. Yeah, he'll go and come back. You know, while we're waiting for Seelan to come back, I'm going to quickly ask Yathusha another question. Yathusha, you said that there are a lot of young entrepreneurs who don't have access to support. Where do we find them? If we wanted a list of, say, 50 of them, how would we get that list?
Yes, I found them via the to attend the meetings, some workshops, and from Mullaitivu and one more organization, and also social medias. They reach me because I share my story and I share my challenges and struggles via the social medias, and also some articles, newspapers also. Then they called me and they asked me the questions, how to start the Olai, how to start, how to run your business, what are the things need to do in initial stage. So some kind of questions they asked me via the WhatsApp and calls. So then I realized there are so many people they have an idea. So if I reach them, then I can connect with them via the organization. Then they know, oh wow, here are so many things to hide us to do these things. Then they realize the name of organization. So that's kind of things.
So are there no organizations like that now?
Sorry?
Then is there any organization where young entrepreneurs, I'm sure in Colombo,
Yes.
there'll be organizations where young entrepreneurs all go and sit. And is there nothing like that in the north?
Here, I don't know, but yes, some from the Mullaitivu also they didn't found so many entrepreneurs also. They didn't reach so many entrepreneurs. Then they are sharing their workshops, topics like that through universities students and through another entrepreneurs like that. So then they can find the way.
Okay.
So
Yathusha, I'll contact you and ask you about that later.
Yes.
Seelan is back. So Seelan, if you want to
Okay.
carry on.
I'm sorry, this is one of the challenge also, power cut. So I lost my system. Right. So, I mean, after this whole experience, the reason I decided to come to do the project in Sri Lanka and the northern part, which we already, when we were studying secondary school, we always thinking the farmers always they have a problem when the too much rain, they lost the agriculture. When they no rain, still they lost agriculture. This disaster always happening in the agriculture the districts as a Vani region. So those days we do think we need to establish the industry for the society, community to develop. Also, after that, during this wartime, after around 30 years, there's so many disasters happened, so many families is struggling. So I decided to come to establish an industry in northern region to support these families and the war affected people like disabled people and all these people to support it. Also, so I was looking to do the industry and work out the raw material side. I was planning to do the coconut processing for virgin coconut oil. Then when we take the feasible report, we come to know that there's not enough coconut like for the industrial way. We were needed 40,000 nuts per day. So it's not enough even northern region because many people maybe know that Yakachi and all the areas, the coconut trees been destroyed. So then only I decided to come to the dairy. We use the dairy product and to support this community. When I come to establish the industry, we have quite a lot of challenges. The first of all, I would describe that the administration side we face, there's a lot of challenge because when we come to industrial side, the planning, permission, all these things, they don't understand. Sometimes they think we come from abroad to make a money and take it back to UK or Canada or wherever. So first of all, those sort of thinking, some people are around here. Then we need to explain that. And there's no system in the administration side, I would say. Many people doesn't know the full system of the process. So they, one and another, when we went with the paper, set of paper, then they said, oh, you need another paper, you need another paper. So we had to up and down, we had to walk around. So those challenges I had it. Then after that, the staff wise, because this area, maybe you are aware that the people have been get used to work for day work, not for the like a monthly salary system. And the work system, industrial workers are, I had to I had to process first of all the staff as a industrial workers. I think there's a different, I think maybe you can understand. So those are that we need to put the training and explain them the system and all the big challenges I had it. When it's take even over 2 years, I would say that. It's not easy because their mindset needed change and sometimes they suddenly, I mean, I can say, mention this one here because the reason I am mentioning not to discriminate the staff, my staff, to the people who are interested to come, you had to expect these are the experience you will get it. That's why I'm saying I'm not discriminate to come and this. So when I was saying okay, only you can take a medical leave, they apply for the medical leave. The morning they said I want a medical leave. What's the reason? Headache. So who's got a headache? My neighbors get a headache. I need to take them to hospital. So this is what they think like a medical leave. So this is how we brought up our staff. We trained it. That's the challenge we had it. Then after big challenge, still we have it for the technical peoples, professional technicians, the air cooling system or any panel board, area electronic, those are the things. But still our younger generation is not come out from that different areas. Only most of them, they do the particular degrees only or particular courses. They don't go for the air cooling engineering or any other electrics and things like that. There are not much. So nowadays we had to pick up some people to train them in the local. After 4 years, that's how we at least we are managing. Those are the big challenges that we have. Then the raw material side also we have little problem nowadays. The milk is shortage of milk now because all the mass prices and the cow feeding is expensive. So that way also it's less production. And also the country is trying for the milk product like anchor and all these things shortage. So people start, that's a good news. People start to drink the fresh milk now. So when they start drinking fresh milk, industry level, we are getting less. So that's we can manage somehow. But what good news is the people are start drinking the fresh milk. Apart from whatever the challenges, we are not calling as a challenge, but it is a day-to-day running challenges, we get it. Nothing else I can't say in the challenge wise. And our customers wise, with the company Mullai product, we are producing like 9 products, like a yoghurt, curd, ringing yoghurt, milk toffee, ghee, paneer, and fresh milk, pasteurized milk packet, and we are making a juice packet. We call it like an ice lolly from the herd, not from the milk. From the herd, we are using the juice packet, which is the frozen. It costs 10 rupees for the children. Our target is to make a healthier life for our next generation. The consumer level need to be developed to high for the dairy product. So we are selling most of the kits they are using now, 10 rupees. They can buy a small ice milk, herd ice. Those are the products, and our customers, we are doing for all northern region like Jaffna, Killinochchi, Mannar, Mullaitivu, Vavuniya, and Trinco and Colombo, part of Colombo also. During the lockdown period, we sent it to Vallavata, Deigwala, Pammalapti, all the area. Our fresh milk packet and herd was very fast moving. But at the moment we stopped because the shortage of the raw material for November, December, or this. But we are most possibly we may start next month to again to Colombo. Still, we are depending on some of the technicians from the south because our people, our next generation is not that level of training yet. We are expecting that will be happen for the time soon. This is our story. Apart from that, I can say for the people at the diaspora, anyone who want to do the project in the north or in Sri Lanka, obviously everyone we have to share the knowledge. That is the reason I am also here. I want to share my knowledge and my experience and my learning from abroad. We need to use for our community or our country to develop through this any process, any product. I believe only production will change the system. Production will change our lifestyle. Production will change our economy. That's how we can get whatever we expecting. So we have to do it. The challenges will be there, but there's no more space here to do that, like raw materials, especially in North. We have plenty of raw materials, the fish, or we can do the fish processing, vegetable processing. The large scale we can do it. We were saying like cassava, we are the processing industry there, the cassava will get good price, then farmers will get benefit. Same way we can, there's some more space there. We had to work out and we had to work together. We had to work together and share the knowledge. So we can make it. Thank you for opportunities again. Thanks for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Seelan. So I'll open the floor for questions. Yes, Dan.
Yeah. So are you, Seelan, are you facing any challenges from the authorities in expanding your business or acquiring lands or getting permits or anything like that? Are you facing any challenges from the authorities?
Well, I mean, I can say I didn't got a challenge, any other part of the challenge. I mean, as I am doing until now, I don't have any issues on that. The land side, I could say yes, because at the moment I built up my industry on my own land, family land. For the factory, we don't need to like big land or about 1 acre land, which is my own land. But when even in this own land, for the industry, we need to go for the leasing system. Yeah. Then only the bank will recognize the investment or the building, we can mortgage and all the financial assistance. So that is a big difficulty and the challenge I am facing because the leasing process is not happened. This is delayed and delayed and delayed. So that's a big challenge I have. Apart from that, I couldn't say anything. What I'm doing, I'm doing.
Okay.
If I may, Jagan, Seelan, congratulations. I mean, you have passed the, I think, the difficult part. I went through the same journey a few years ago. I went and started, and as you explained, it's very true. In the north, for the last 35, 40 years, they haven't, the government workers, people in the department, they haven't seen investors. If you go to the south, it's a completely different thing. They welcome investors. So there is like a different mindset. Like you said, like, they look at you with a question, but it is changing now, quietly changing. I went through the same thing also, but somehow they started understanding what it is now, and I hope it is changing more. And one experience I want to share with you from my side of it. The most important thing I found going through this journey is to find really talented people, qualified, talented people. I went through national newspaper advertising, interviewed people, because the bottom line is I live in New York. I can't be there 24 hours. My main focus was, how do I put a system there which will function in a proper way? I can move people in and out, but the system should be solid in running this institution. And that was my main focus. It took me some time. And I'm almost there. Like, I would say I'm 90% there. I have the right people. I have to go through kind of a struggle to really understand the local situation, because there is a certain thing I have to learn also going there, because the culture is different, the work ethics is different. You have to work according to that, because just because I was here and I had a different style of work ethic and work culture, I can't just go in and transplant that. It took me, a lot of us, we go with that attitude also. We want, then, slowly, you understand them and they understand you, and you come to a middle point. But the main thing I want to emphasize is building a very strong system for investors like us, where we can't be 24 hours. It's one important thing I learned, and I'm still working on it and improving. But brilliant job. Thank you for coming and doing this.
We 100% you are right.
You.
Thank you.
Raj, do you have connections with Rajaratnam?
I know him. I have met him.
Because he's ready to help. I think he is into charities now. I think it's a good source to tap through a right.
I live in the same place, New York, as him.
So.
Hello, Seelan. Can I ask you a question? I'm an entrepreneur for the last 30 years, and I work from Colombo and live in Sydney. You said about collection of milk. Can you share with us, how do you collect your milk? Do you have outgrown farmers, or you just buy from traditional farmers?
Yes. At the moment, I have not much. I have a sample farming I'm doing. I don't have my own farm. I'm just collecting from outside, and LIFCO, the cooperatives, and all the nearest farmers, they are supplying for me. But this year, I'm planning to set up the own cow farm. But we need more farms. Actually, we have shortage of milk. Everybody is starving for the milk these days. So it's not there. We need to make more farms. I'm expecting, if anybody is interested to make a farm, I'm guarantee I can sign the agreement. Even I can collect all the milk, because my capacity at the moment, I can process 5,000 liters per day. So the season time, I had about 1,500, 1,600 liters I was processing when I was supplying Colombo. Colombo demand is high, the processed pasteurized milk and the other product.
When you say you can process 5,000 liters, what about the market? Do you have a market to sell?
Yes, market is open market is available by demand. our product actually we couldn't supply the market. As I said, Colombo distributor, we stopped because we have no raw material, not enough raw material, so we couldn't supply for that. And Tringo also waiting. We stopped that. Only we are concentrating the north now. The product demand is there. The raw material we need to. I mean, this season is gradually getting high now because this part November, December less, then gradually get up. They get more milk during this time, but still there is a Nestle and Milko, the big company, they collected milk from here. Mullaitivu district, 16,000 liter milk is normally go outside the district. So that's we are thinking at least we need to get hold of 5,000 liter. But anyway, I can't rely on 100% on the outsource. So we are planning to make a farm ourselves also. The demand is there.
There is a person in India I hear about. He has left his IT job in US and has come back and started a farm. I don't know, maybe you should keep in touch, contact with him. Maybe you Google, or he's been doing dairy farming very successfully in a short time. And maybe that's a model which you could follow. And there is a lot of Indian lines of credit available. May help you with that. And also I'd like to share something. I'm a little connoisseur of cheese, and I have now found this place where I buy the Jaffna cheese. Have you all heard about it?
Yeah.
They make in Yathusha. There is a place called Mass Products. They make cheese. They give us a pretty good international standard, and they have some hard cheese or a handmade cheese. They have an outlet on Timbirigasaya Road in Colombo. I have given it to a lot of friends, and there is a good appreciation of the cheese. So there is hope. You can, that's what I'm saying. A lot of things in Jaffna could happen if they collaborate with experienced people and obtain technologies and the process. Thank you. That's my comment on this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Actually,
Thank you for the cheese information. That's really interesting.
And I'm sure I probably can visit you for. I'll ask Jagan to organize it on my next visit to Jaffna. I do come out.
Anybody is
You'll have to
welcome.
I haven't found it either. You have to tell me where to get it.
As I said, what I'm coming to say, I mean, in Sri Lanka, I mean, when we started, the statistics was saying 80% of dairy product was shortage or rely on other imported, 80% of. So still, I mean, when they imported stopped, then there's a more product, dairy product is either like a cream, single cream, or so many products still not in the market, even some of the products. So we have a hope, lot of hope there. We need to do it together.
Yes. Okay, so does anyone have any more questions? Again, I will circulate Seelan's email address so that you can contact him yourself.
Well, I have one suggestion. I don't know whether maybe a question or suggestion. There are a couple of guys that I know from Toronto currently investing in setting up dairy farms in and around Vavuniya somewhere. I think one of the question came up to them was the quality of cows they import from Australia, and some of them they have diseases. So all of a sudden they stop producing milk. So some of them they had a massive failures on relying on foreign cows. So they turn to local cows which produce less milk, but at least more reliable. So I don't know whether you have come across such things, or are you anticipating anything like that?
Well,
This is
I
the
heard
cheese.
that.
Sorry.
I heard that also.
Yathusha.
It's called the Yathusha
Oh,
Gida.
good.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Buddha.
It's only 400 rupees for 150 grams of cheese, compared to all the other cheese in Colombo is 1700 rupees, 1800.
It's well packaged as well.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm.
Sorry for
Oh,
disturbing.
sorry.
No, no, it's okay.
Seelan, please.
Yes, I heard about that because he's once suddenly he got about 300 or 200, a big farm. He set it up, and then he had issues with the cows and things like that. Obviously, it's a problem. We can't do the farming like that because we slightly. I mean, step by step, we need to increase that, and we need to test it the type of cow which we can survive with this climate and things like that. Because suddenly 300 cows, and yes, we can't set up like a car company. It's not possible.
That's right.
So what I am planning. I'm going to start, but I already. As I said, I got four JC cows. I set it up for past time. Now I'm going to go for 15. I'm starting up. Then by maybe in 6-7 months, actually I'm planning. I think you asked me about the land. So I'm going to get the land from the DS office. They agreed that to development. So when I get it, then that's how I'm going to start it. I mean, 10, 15, 25. So 20, we can put it like 100. Otherwise, it's a problem. It's difficult. I know that.
Yeah, in Tendamaravadi, there is a project now run by Canadian Tamil Congress. I think they are setting up some farms as well. I know some connections there to the authorities. If you need any help, we can channel them as well.
Yeah, please. I mean, if there's any milk sources or anything, if you share the contacts or any dairy product, any source or any advice and any technical advice, we are happy to receive it. Because at the moment,
definitely, Jagan, if you could pass the email, then I will send all the information. Whatever, yeah.
Because at the moment, the staff who are working, all our local staff, even I'm very proud of them. They are even not even, most of them not go finish the O level. EC. But we train them, and they are the one product. They are using the production. They are the product is nationally now running around. So we train them. So if there is more knowledge, technical knowledge, we can polish up more for them and bring it to the international level.
Okay, very good. Excellent. So we still have no power in Jaffna. Power was supposed to come back an hour and a half ago.
Oh.
Anyway, that's my problem, not yours. And my mother's problem too, because she's just down the hall. So unless there's anything more, I don't have any other business. So I will thank Yathusha and Seelan for their excellent presentations. And as usual, I'll send the recordings out and I'll give you Yathusha and Seelan's contact details. So I will say to you, good morning, good night, have a good lunch, breakfast, tea,
all right, thank you.
Thanks. Good to see you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Good luck. Thank you. Bye-bye.